Thank you everyone so much for tuning into this next video, going into episode whatever, I don't know.
I don't know.
29.
Check the information below.
Check below.
Yeah,
and while you're down there,
Oh.
like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
This is episode 29.
Ooh, thank you.
Not 69, but 29.
Next episode will be 30.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna have to do something
If we make
special
it
for
to the next
69.
episode.
If we make it to the next episode.
Yeah, someone, not naming names, decided to provoke
John.
the DM. So who knows how it's gonna turn out
Smite
today.
me on my decent smiter.
But where we last left off, our players had an audience with the Red Dragon Themberchod. They were escorted there by the Keepers of the Flame, and basically Themberchod just wanted to be kept in the loop. He wanted to learn everything that you guys learn before you reported back to the Keepers of the Flame. And then of course, after your audience was done with Themberchod, you spoke to the Keeper, Gartakar, and he basically had told you guys about the stolen Red Dragon egg, and that, you know, they think the Grey Ghosts were the ones responsible. So you guys made your way back to town, or, you know, to the Dark Lake District, and we began the process of a long rest, which in the game we're playing is under gritty realism. So a long rest actually comes with 7 full days in game. So during that time, we did some downtime stuff offline, off camera. You know, our players decided what they wanted to do during that week, and I thought it would be cool if we actually let them share what they learned, what they figured out, what happened on their end. Who would like to go first?
I'd say pick one of the two closest to the DM.
Let's go with Drax.
So Drax
You
decided.
can look at your notes, you're fine.
I had them pulled up already. They're already pulled up. Mind you, mine have a good amount of 4 paragraphs. Long paragraphs. I thought I was reading chapters. Drax decided to spend his 7 days actually doing some things that were productive. As in, Drax found 2 leads on the 2 rods that we've had this entire time that we haven't pursued to know anything about. We know that they're just 2 sticks. I got 2 potential leads on that, and also I have a lead on getting to the surface, and some other things that'll come out later.
Yeah, and you guys can do a summary, because I'm sure your characters in
I'm
game
not
are going to
reading
want to
this
talk
whole thing.
Yeah.
and share
Okay.
stuff
not reading
in a little more organic way.
If you
So
want to know, I'll send it to you.
let's go ahead and go to Harvey.
Okay, so in the summary portion, Harvey was traveling around the town. He finds out that Draconic, being that, you know, a dragon's pretty much the furnace of the town and the energy source for whatever they need to do, is a fairly good communication for being the fact that he can't speak anything. He does pick up a little bit of Undercommon, and he's a little bit proud of the fact that he picks up Undercommon. And he actually wants to share his information, but it's broken, like broken English. And that is, where did I put that? Because I wrote it out for you guys.
Can't you role play that one out? That one gives you time to just do it.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine,
Jim John.
fine. I'll role play that out right now. Fine. Okay.
One word at a time, baby. One word at a time.
Undercommon, speak. Crying big man, tell, thank you. And he,
Why is he looking directly at me while he reads this?
well,
got a thing for
I'm
you,
looking
man.
at the camera. and
You're doing great.
one,
Come on, big man.
one little man,
Come on, little man. You got this.
little man, watch,
It's literally
watch,
speak.
watch, I.
He just
And-
cracked the shell.
Little man Droki, Grey Ghost, at
was your fucking
Worldstone
idea?
Tunnels.
No,
this wasn't. Worldstone Tunnels. Big man, big giant crying man. Give gift at end of week.
Wow. That
Hurt.
That was such an efficient way to share information. I'm so proud of you. Okay, back to Jim Jar.
Wow. I get what you're saying. You do know I have a helmet. You could have just spoken to me normally, and I would have just translated.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm talking to you now, like, as, like, just regularly. I'm just looking at you, and I'm going, like, but honestly, man, I'm learning. It's like, you gotta admit, that's more than I knew before.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. Well, no, if he had just spoke to me normally, I would have gotten it. But he's spoken undercommon, but
so
undercommon-ish.
Okay, so I'll just tell you right now. So I'm the crying.
It never ends.
I really hope this is as funny for you guys as it is for us.
So
He's passed in a gym jar 5 times.
listen, honestly,
He keep going, I'm gonna
I was
let you
walking
have your
around
turn,
trying
but-
to find something in the market and get some more information. I ran into the giant that was crying over his friend that he killed. His name's Higrum. And he wanted to pay thank you to us, so he does have something for us as a gift. But
Killing his friend?
we're putting him out of his misery, basically.
Hey.
But I noticed the entire time as I was traveling through the town, I was being followed, and he spotted him, and he knows who he is. The guy's name is Droki, and Droki is a member of the Great Ghost.
Yeah.
So he might be an in for us, and he points out that the Great Ghost is actually at Whirlstone Tunnels, and that's where he's suggesting that we should go.
Where?
Whirlstone Tunnels. In fact, I kind of got the same thing. Some drunk guys at a bar were telling me the same thing. Guy named Droki, right? But they told me that he might have been the thief.
I don't know anything of you're speaking of.
Remember, we're supposed to be looking for the eggs. So what I was doing this entire week was, while you guys were searching about, I went ahead and tried to hunt down.
I love how everyone's like looking at you.
Well, apparently he's the one who needs to learn what's going on.
And I went dark night on the voice.
Jax had a cold.
At this moment, Harvey looks at Drax and goes, "Me learn."
Okay, Uncle Bunga.
Yeah. Hey, great job. So I translate what he basically said.
Harvey's so proud right now.
Thank you, Jim Jar. Continue.
Hey. Keep working on that, buddy. But just know that, I have a helmet.
You can't be for me all the time.
Big guy, crack.
Big guy cry.
Little guy, crack.
I cry.
We're playing out what he said right now. Ah, this is gonna be good.
His shoe's broken.
This is what a level of exhaustion gives you.
This is the most emotional shoe has ever been.
Let's bring it in.
All right, bring it in.
Jim Jar, were you done with your summary?
Yeah, for the most
I
part.
think he got through it.
Seven times I've thrown it to him now.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, we gotta tell the dragon guy about this Droki guy. I'm done. I'm good.
Stu, you ready?
Shut up, man. He's not here.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna have to edit so much of this out.
Leave it in. You leave
I'm
it in.
leaving this part in.
And this Don can't even enjoy the moment. He's not gonna enjoy an hour later.
A little bit distracted.
Oh my god! You see what you started with your fucking broken gibberish?
Hey, y'all said more role play.
Oh man!
I brought the role play.
Dude, you gotta imagine, we're envisioning this little bird being like, Big man, cry. A monk with his monk outfit. Little man, cry. Like he's pantomiming with his feathered fingers.
Yeah, you gotta speak with your your talons and feathers.
It's just such a great visual.
Jesus Christ. Ginger, go ahead and finish.
Dude, I'm cool. I'm Shu. What's up?
Oh man, God tier suck is what I found out.
You?
They're fucking assholes. I ended up at a church down by the lake somehow, and
You at church?
not for the reasons you think. Only to try and figure out some more of this demon lord lady, and apparently she beefs with another demon that they constantly fight.
Huh, you know what? Speaking of fights, there's been like brawls breaking out. Has any of you guys seen these guys just?
Nothing with me.
Mm-mm.
Also, you guys might not want to breathe too much air in when we're around here. The black smoke seems to be fucking with people.
Yeah, no. Got it.
I started holding my breath because I don't need to breathe, but
So for our viewers, doing a long rest in the city, there's forges everywhere. There's a lot of acrid smoke that kind of just permeates everywhere, and unfortunately at the end of the long rest that they took, a few of them have suffered an ailment called grackle lung, which doesn't usually affect most of the normal, permanent residents, but newcomers sometimes succumb to it, and it just ends up in being a level of exhaustion for them. Shu was the only one that was able to avoid being afflicted with that. So yeah.
You bastard.
got big brain.
Oh man.
Mind you,
Okay.
I started holding my breath once I started noticing all the smoke in the air. I'm an air genasi. As long as I'm not incapacitated, I don't need to breathe.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna just say that you guys are like, we've done your summaries, but
Are you breathing anymore?
No, I don't have to breathe. What I am, I don't need. I can hold my breath indefinitely, as long as I'm not unconscious
So
or dead.
freaky. Your chest isn't even going up at all.
But it's weird as you look his hair and his kind of clothes, you can still see almost like small puffs of wind kind of moving them.
You know, you guys are just freaking creepy.
Harvey goes
But yeah,
and looks at you. Dead man?
Yeah. I'm kind of a
No,
creep too.
I'm
so-
not a. I mean, Ingress is right here, but I'm not a dead person.
I'm sorry. Did Harvey always have that voice?
Harvey doesn't know his voice anymore.
Okay.
Well, like
He's
the
going through a
tone when you're
first-
trying to take in an accent.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
does
That's what it
change.
is. That's what
Dead
it
man?
is. You're trying to sound more undercommon.
Yeah.
Got it.
All undercommons sound like ants.
Okay. What are we doing now?
so you guys are back at the inn, and you're it's the end of the week basically, and you guys are free to talk about what you learned if you want, share it, or come up with your plan. What are the next steps?
Guys, look. Not only did I find out about this Troki guy that apparently Harvey was trying to tell us, he may be the one that stole the egg. He definitely works for the Grey Ghosts. And guess what? I can't 100% tell, but I can almost detect when those guys are following us invisibly.
Oh, cool.
Remember, I have the map that one guy dropped, so whatever layer, so we might need to look at that later.
I'm assuming you're translating not everything to me.
We're talking in regular people.
You
Common.
don't speak common?
Oh, I speak common. Wait, do I speak?
Yes, we all speak common.
Oh.
We're not speaking uncommon.
I thought someone didn't speak undercommon. And
You, big guy.
Come
on!
Big guy cry.
I know of 2 places to go and find some more information on the rods.
I need to talk to the dragon about a few things. I need the bird.
well, technically, I need to go there too. We want to make sure he's up to date of everything, and hopefully
This is
he'll
gonna end
reward
well.
us. I'm just hoping.
So
But,
give us maybe 10, 15 minutes. We'll go do what we gotta do and come back.
Go do what you need.
And then I guess when we're gone, you guys start thinking of a plan.
Works for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So me and Harvey head to the dragon.
Okay.
Okay.
I really want to know more about these rods.
Yeah, well, me too, but where's the information and is it close by?
I know where we can find a route to these places. We need to go see some of the gnomes.
The gnome, yeah.
Wait.
They got a section here somewhere.
Yeah. No, the deep gnomes.
Oh, well, that's my town.
Langston?
Yeah, but that's nowhere near here.
I know of a route to go, or of where to find a route to go.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm always down for that.
And also some giants, frost giants.
Oh, well, I've never encountered those guys.
Or maybe giants. Trying to find it.
Well, the only giants that I've ever met was the two-headed one and the guy, I guess, Big Boy Cry.
Stupid bird.
Still tickles.
So we'll say that you guys have arrived at Themberchaud's lair, and the Keepers of the Flame, a couple of the guards posted out front, kind of hold up their hands to
Flash
stop
the
you.
badge.
Flashing the badge?
Yeah.
Okay.
The gold dragon badge.
Perfect.
Gotta talk to
They
him
put
as
their
business.
hands down and they step to the side, and you enter.
Oh, that worked wonderfully. Alright.
And as soon as the door opens, you can immediately hear like the low rhythmic like bass of a very large dragon just kind of peacefully breathing. And as you approach, you can tell that you can see Themberchaud in the back, and he kind of like lifts his neck and his head and looks at you and says, "Ah, you're back already with information."
Some information and more questions that I like. 3 questions that I have.
Oh, by the way, is he speaking Undercommon or Common?
Well, you're translating for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We don't have to waste time with you repeating what he's saying back to me.
Well,
We just-
remember, I can speak Undercommon directly to the dragon because he speaks.
Yeah,
it
okay,
to
that too,
stone
yeah.
giants.
Mhm.
Give me
So you come back to me.
Yeah, you're out of here. We do have information.
What is it?
So there may be some betrayers in your court. I would say the people that you say are loyal without a fault, I do not trust them.
And what is your evidence or proof of this?
Well, for one, the egg. The reason they want the egg is as your replacement.
I suspected that already, which is the whole reason that I've asked you during your course of investigating to report the information back to me first.
They already knew the guild that possibly has your egg.
Even more so, the guy that brought us here last time, he had a map of their location and certain parts of their base just in his pocket.
Gartakar did?
That guy,
Yes.
yep.
Did not give us any information to go with, and when we specified that you demanded that he assist us in any way possible, he only gave us a room to stay and told us to use our own coin.
Now, at this point, the dragon is not even really paying attention to what you're saying. His evil cackle, he's already got an idea. He's not really stroking his chin with his claws, but his tail is kind of like pulled around and just kind of like, as he's thinking, okay, bring the egg to me, directly to me, and you will be handsomely rewarded. You mentioned you had questions.
I do.
Please.
So this time I'm going to cast message so I can speak directly to him, not
Okay.
out loud. So first question is, how important is this egg to you?
Important enough for me to guarantee your safety and safe passage to any city in the Underdark, and arrange for you to get escorts to the surface.
Okay. Let me rephrase my question a little bit better.
And
Huh?
I would say
That's rude.
I might be willing to part with some parcels in my treasure hoard.
I know a few greedy people that are going to want that. But to rephrase my question, would it benefit you to have the egg be rid of completely? Or is it something that you want to hold for your own content?
The egg needs to come back directly to me.
So you don't want to destroy it.
I do not want to destroy it.
Okay. Noted. Thank you.
That was one question?
That was not one question. But
There was some.
I'm not there, so.
My final question is, do you know, and I'm still doing message that way we can telepathically, the demon Jubilex, do you know any of her rituals or iconography one might be able to use?
I must think how to answer this carefully, because mortals like yourselves will have trouble grasping the enormity of the multiverse. Many, even here, still worship and pray to gods, but don't believe them to be material things that walk among us. The demon lords are very different. Jubilex, in fact, I think it's safe to say that every single one of the demon lords has a rival that they contend with. Jubilex, I believe, is
Zuckmoy.
battling Zugmoy. There are others. Demogorgon, the two-headed demon lord of the abyss, tends to go at odds with Orcus, and it goes on from there. But the demon lords are very much a real threat.
Right, that's what I'm kind of hoping for if shit goes sideways with Zuckmoy. And if we gotta fight fire with fire, I would like the option.
There are arcane tricks that may be strong enough to summon some sort of demon to force it to answer questions. And obviously a demon would be much more knowledgeable than anyone on the material plane. And Lingdenstone, Menza Berenzin, Mantle Terith, these cities may have clerics powerful enough. I will say that it's very common knowledge that shortly after you entered the city, Drow patrolled it, and they are searching for escaped prisoners. And at this, he kind of tilts his head down and looks meaningfully at both of you.
Well, then we
So
better not
I would
get caught.
say you may want to avoid any Drow cities.
Definitely was never planning on going there, but thank you. And we'll be back next time we have the egg. So we're ready for a reward.
Oh, you shall have it.
Okay, in Draconic, I respond, and I don't know anything that just happened. I
Yeah, we were just staring at each other for like a good minute.
Yeah, so, so
Harvey's
he
just-
like looked at him immediately.
Harvey's
without-
just like, are they having a moment?
Go ahead. So you speak in Draconic.
Okay, so I speak in Draconic.
jealous if they were.
I go, it's just an honor to be in your presence. And normally I would not ask for anything, but I feel in order to accomplish our goal, given the setbacks that, you know, the ones that we cannot trust are putting in place of us, is there something that you can
She's
aid
gonna hide
us
just a little bit
with,
behind Ingress while that's happening.
or, you know, or bless us with, that would aid in accomplishing this great mission you're bestowing upon us?
Any powers that I possess, I am reserving in defense of myself and my interests. Rewards, trinkets, benefits will only be handed out upon successful completion. That's all.
Okay.
And then he turns his head and kind of like lays back down on his pile of gold that he's laying on.
I turn back to you and I go,
Hold on, time out. We apologize, we're dog sitting for a puppy today, and there's no way of us being cruel and leaving the puppy alone. Alright, so we're
Right.
back in.
back in.
So yes, stone giants.
All right, so you guys, I'm guessing, are gonna make your way back,
Works.
or
Yeah,
so
I mean,
listen,
I tell him what I
these guys
said
get back
in
and pick him
Draconic.
back alive.
okay.
But like in my broken,
There's a chance
well, no,
that
in
they-
common. I tell you in common as we're, you know, backing away. I don't know if you're giving your back, but you know, I'm not trying to disrespect the red dragon that is, you know, easily can use me as a toothpick. Okay, shoot people shoot. Doesn't want to pick me. That's okay.
So yeah, I think our best bet is to go to your hometown.
Okay, well that worked, but what are we gonna do about this dragon egg when they get back here? We still have to try to get this one guy. He's gonna be at a tunnel, but they say he's super sneaky, really hard to catch.
I'm okay with not dealing with this egg shit.
Oh, well, that's a whole different discussion then, isn't it?
Said snake shit.
Egg shit.
Problem is,
Oh.
if we don't help him with the egg, we might get thrown ixnay in the jail say agenze.
That's why I want to leave.
We'll see if it's possible. These guys are watching.
That's fine. Once we leave, they follow us. We kill them.
You mean the...
All of them.
Perception check. Jim John.
10. Oh,
What's
wait,
your-
hold on. What's my modifier? I'm sorry.
Add your modifiers,
I got so used to doing it on the thing, remember. Plus 3, 13.
You can, however you like to, let him know that you think that
We're
you've
being listened to
detected
right
some
now.
signs.
That's why I'm saying ixnay on the evening stay. Eating watch bay.
As you say that, can I
Actually,
try
you
to
know what?
investigate or insight to see if I know where they are?
Yeah, sure.
Which one?
We're gonna say perception.
Can I assist by looking and trying to give them a head hint if I see it? Because I know they're there. I can't, but I haven't looked for them.
Roll a d4.
That's these one. A 1.
It'll get added to his roll.
Okay.
Baby. I'm gonna need a whole lot more than that. Cause I got 0 for perception. Maybe actual dice.
So
aren't
that
gonna
puts
do
you
it
at a
for me.
3. So you guys are walking, or no? You're just kind of.
We're in the room. We're having a conversation. I
okay.
kind of hinted that to chill on that, and because I felt that we were there. So.
Yeah, obviously, Drax, you can't even tell anything at all. You're not even sure where the door is.
With that perception.
Fuck yeah.
All right, and I'd say you guys are probably like, unless you plan to stop for a detour or anything, you're back at the inn, the
Yeah,
place
I'll
you
go
guys are
back.
staying at least.
I'm gonna head back to the inn, but I want to keep a vigilant eye, because that one guy was following multiple times through the Prodroki,
Yeah.
to see if I see Droki or signs of the ghost.
Perception.
Perception?
Yep.
Okay. Oh wait, does exhaustion, that just means I don't have
I
advantage.
think that's a good question. I think that is
It is on checks.
saves and checks or
Mhm.
battle
Just,
or
I think
something.
it's just checks.
It's on
Disadvantage
checks.
on checks because he read it earlier.
Okay.
So then yeah, you do that with disadvantage. Oh man, that means.
There were
I
no
got
others.
it.
He didn't see anything anyway.
Yeah,
so-
we'll leave. We'll leave
I was
that
about to say,
as
So-
I got a 2 brand.
Mine is at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So
Let me know when y'all get back into the room.
I
I
mean,
think we're close to it.
Yeah.
We're probably heading.
roll that.
We still have to see if he got followed.
Ooh, what was that?
that was a 6.
It wasn't a 9.
No, one was a 2. Yeah, the 6 was it. Yeah, I got a 6.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't tell anything either.
No, there's a lot of people.
Like, we're a little exhausted. Okay, we're all a little exhausted right now.
Right about it. Just walking home.
Okay.
Gall and Ingress
So
on
we
that
still-
side.
So, all right. In that case, I'll say you guys are back in the room now.
Okay.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Come with me to the brewery.
Okay.
Is he even old enough to drink?
We're not gonna drink.
Oh.
Oh.
He's sneakier than you.
Why? Shit. Okay. I bet he's not.
I need him to be sneaky.
I really bet you I'm not.
God
Now
damn
with
it.
this new armor I got too, it needs
He's
something
clanking and
else.
clanking.
No, it's hide. It's a hide armor. It's kind of like big for me a little bit. It doesn't quite fit well, and I'm not used to it.
You're right. Come on, Jim Charm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna pay you not to steal,
That's odd.
but I am gonna pay you to kill.
But what? Can we find out what the dragon said first?
No.
He said he'll give us some rewards if we complete what he wants. Some rewards from his horde, which I know you were interested in.
Hell yeah.
As well as a safe passage getting up or like
Wherever we want to
escorts.
go.
Well, we're trying to get to. Are we trying to get to Bridgeton?
Well, he said to the surface, right?
He said safe passage or any city down
Yeah,
here.
He
that we
said
wanted.
Bridgeton is where this. What did you say?
What
I
did
know
he
a
say?
lady down in the brewery that can help us get any city we need back to his hometown.
Because there's information on the rods there.
Plus, a way to the surface.
And Blenderstone does have some possibly high or powerful clerics that I may need to talk to.
You
So,
sick or something?
No. This is
You
gonna
look sick.
hopefully help. I always look
He's
this
still
way.
not breathing. It's so weird.
So are we gonna get the information or not?
Yeah, we can get the info.
There's 2 birds, 1 stone. Information and information at Blenderstone. But doesn't that take us in the opposite direction where we're trying to go?
So, let me pull up. the map.
Technically, yes, but I feel like where we're trying to go, if I had to be a betting man, and I am, I don't know if we're 100% sure what we're fighting, where we're going.
The only thing we know is up more. That's it. We know
And that's
nothing
a
else.
big mofo. If it's anything that's controlling entire cities, we gotta kind of be a little bit more prepared. I just would like to have a big, big boat.
We're all in the room, right? Like
Yeah.
we're inside. Okay. Well,
Should I switch?
I got something to show you guys.
No.
No. Okay.
And I'm going to quickly.
This is child pornography. We're not into this.
No.
I'm going to quickly
fucking
cast
green.
message to
Okay.
Shu. And while he's saying this whole bet thing, hey, I kind of detected how someone else might be in the room invisible. Just be aware.
Okay. And without saying anything, I'll have Ingress and Gall just start walking around the room like this to see if they bump into anything.
So you're saying?
I guess perception with advantage.
Hey. First one's a 2. Next one's a 3. Wait
But
for these bonuses.
wouldn't the disadvantage that we already have from
He's
the
not-
exhaustion
I don't- I'm
cancel
not
He
that
doesn't
out?
have exhaustion.
Yeah,
I ain't that about a bitch.
And I ain't gonna get it either. I'm holding my breath.
That's what I'm saying. He's so weird. He's just chest is moving. He's not
Perception. I got a big weapon 0, so that's a 2 total. 3.
So, yeah, they're just aimlessly bouncing off of furniture and the walls and each other
Anybody got cancel magic?
and other people, but they
Anybody
don't
got
run into
intense?
anything
That's fine.
invisible.
Anybody got any detection magic?
Doesn't look like they're not feeling anything, so I think we're okay.
okay.
But look, I gotta show you guys something. I rummage into my bag and I pull out this kind of like pot that I found around here, and it's got a little plant, almost like the beginnings of Baby Groot when he's in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember when I took that piece from Stool? Because that's how they make new kids.
Yeah, the stuff that you want to kill.
Yeah. Well, I figured we could use that because as I remember, they were telling me that you have to shape it as it grows to take whatever form you want. That's why some are builders, some are scouts. Like they're made that way once they sprout. I've been feeding this thing holy water and magic since we left, and it started budding. And I'm trying to figure out what we should mold it into. My original plan was to use the dragon egg and mold it into the dragon that's within the egg, but the thigh he really wants the egg for him. If anything happens to the egg, he's going ballistic. So for me, that plans out.
Okay.
But I'm trying to figure out what we should form it as, and I guess instill as all of our whatever ideas on the table for what we should mold it into.
You don't have any other.
Is anyone else
interests
surprised
that
about the
you
fact that
captured
he's growing
in your-
something that's not dead?
I mean,
No.
considering everything that he's done so far, that's the least weird thing.
I was thinking the same thing. No.
Holy water and what?
I mean, you
Magic.
should know. He put stuff in your mouth.
I mean, he'd make a great warrior against dark creatures, I guess.
The only
like
things I
demons and
have
stuff.
that I could mold it into is the goblin boss and the giant from the bone that you gave me after the fight.
Jump into the giant.
what about your other bone babies?
They're already sentient.
Oh,
I'm
I
not gonna
see.
take one of their things to make it plant fusion.
But the giant would the giant have 2 heads? That'd be kind of freaky. I don't know if I can look at that.
I don't. I think because that was because of magic. I don't think it's gonna translate, but I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, a
Do the
giant
giant.
tree would be cool.
I could try the giant. I really wanted the dragon.
But we have to pretty much piss off the biggest red dragon.
yourself, and we all died. We're giant, and you live.
What if we find something better than a giant? There's other
Well,
shit down
do
here.
you have to make the choice right now?
I don't think so, but I think the sooner we start, the better.
Okay.
Stay for bit the giant, unless we find something else cool.
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's anything that's needs to be living, right?
I don't know. I just know it needs to be shaped. I don't know if that means give
May-
it shape by actually shaping it with hands or by having it attached to something and shaped that way. I don't know.
Well, what about Hunkrum?
Attach it to the bird and see what happens.
The
Tiny traits.
big crying man, Hunkrum.
The other giant?
Yeah, he.
We have a giant. He has a giant bone.
No, but he's from here. He knows other. Maybe he knows. Maybe there's other species, or maybe they have a zoo. I
How
don't
do you
know.
have that conversation? Hey, giant. Sorry you lost your friend.
Why
Is there
would
anyone
they-
that can kick your ass?
Well,
But why would they put Stu's people in the zoo?
Well, he says he's indebted to us, and he wants to give us something. So maybe it's
So how
information
does
he can
end up
provide.
in the zoo?
I don't. Either way,
I-
I just
I-
thought I should
I don't
let you
think
guys
that's-
know this. We can
You
table
said
it for
that.
later, but yeah, it's the next stool. It's gonna be growing, so we gotta
That's
figure something out.
Pretty awesome. I kind of missed it.
Take the bone
Yeah.
out and see what happens.
Well, that'll make it a
But I'll
giant,
think
which I'm
about it.
cool with, the giant tree. But
I mean, should we?
I would like
Just to get a
let's think
sense
about
of
it.
what-
I was thinking something more mobile, something more menacing, but we'll see. But I want it on the table at least.
So
All right.
okay, so
we'll come back to it.
you two want to do something, right? You have a plan, both of you and Shu, right, Drax?
Nope.
You want to? I thought you guys wanted to go someplace.
We want to go down to the bar and get some information.
all three, all of us.
No, those two.
Just I thought you were talking about.
I guess
Shu.
we could all go. Because then from there we can head out to. Because one of you guys said you knew an entrance to somewhere, right? For wherever these guys are.
That was Drax.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Well, no. I know where Droki likes to hang out.
Yeah.
We might be able to find him, and he's the guy who's most likely the one who stole the egg. He's,
Correct.
super slippery and no one's been able to catch him, all you can do is identify him by a crazy hat.
This is gonna go.
Yeah.
I seen him.
against.
I've seen the guy with the crazy hat. Yeah, it was like a weird hat on his head and had two weird appendages that flapped when he walked.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him down
my better judgment.
on the way to the church.
He's been spying on us for a while.
You two go chase down your lead. Birdman, come with me.
What are we doing?
I don't need you to talk. I just need you to be there.
I need an adult.
You'll be fine. You speak Draconic. Your undercover is great. Just hit him with that.
Wait.
No! No! Go with them.
So,
Go
wait,
with them.
I had an idea. Aren't we supposed to infiltrate the guild? Shouldn't we come up with a name?
Right now?
I mean, just in case they run up on us. This guy's been following us this entire time.
Jackson, Drax, and the Three Stooges.
Go with him.
It's more than 3 of us.
What'd you say about the
Three Stooges.
about
I'm Drax.
Droki? Where can we find him?
Drax, where you want to go?
Oh, I saw him down by
We're
the
gonna go
church.
to
By
Dark Lake.
Is that far from here?
No. 10 minutes.
Worth checking out.
Yeah.
All right. How about we?
Come on.
How about this? How about we wait outside the brewery, see what these guys do, and then we go from there.
Yeah, we sure the drow are through here, so we probably shouldn't split up.
We'll stay outside just in case he says something stupid.
Your signal is hell.
As I respond, no stupid, smart, and undercoming. So
Do you not
like, I
remember
learned.
the 30-minute laugh session we had from the last time you spoke undercommon? How about we not?
Yeah,
Hey,
Harvey learns.
listen. Good luck, man. I'll be right here if you need me.
Yeah, we'll
All
be
right, so
outside.
you guys are leaving the inn, heading towards.
The brewery where
Dark
they're
Lake Brewery.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right, so you start making your way through, and along, the maybe 5 minutes that it takes you to walk.
But I'm
Um,
keeping my eye open for every little thing.
They're invisible.
Anything that catches my eye.
So disadvantage for your perception.
with disadvantage.
Can I do the same?
Sure.
Shuji trying his best to just kind of like stay hidden.
Oh, I got a.
I got a 6.
Man, what is with y'all's rolls today?
At
Hold
least
on,
it's
hold
not
on.
in combat. It's
Hold on.
alright.
Perception and D&D Beyond. A fucking 19. I'm rolling on there now.
He just wanted to test
Well,
it out.
technically, oh yeah, you got a disadvantage. Never mind. All right, and you.
Son of a bitch.
Fine.
The other one would have destroyed it. Yeah.
All right. So you guys, as you're walking, you don't really notice anything different. Again, it is a little odd. You see like 1 or 2 fights break out, and just as soon as they start, it's almost like the first time blood is drawn, people just kind of, the ones that are fighting kind of come to their senses and look a little confused as to why they were even fighting to begin with.
Dude, I've been seeing
and
that
it's
a
always
lot.
2. It's always just 2 at once that are fighting. And then along the way, all of you do notice, because it's hard not to, a drow walking through the Durgar part of Dark Lake, where the brewery is. So you're almost there. And you see this drow walking through, who's got like a crowd kind of parting around her. She looks like she's wearing very fine clothing, dark purple and black robes, and it looks like the outline of like some sort of like wand or whip or something at her side. And her entourage, who's escorting her through the streets, are 6 Quaggoth. So if you guys remember, Quaggoth is the big, huge, like
Gorilla.
subterranean gorilla-looking thing, like Prince Darendil, who split with you guys not too long ago. There's 6 of those surrounding her, and they're armed as well. They've got like weapons and gear and stuff. So anyways, they've got a crowd kind of parting around them, and you're almost heading in somewhat opposite directions. And as you're kind of like passing each other, you guys are, of course, I'm assuming, like keeping your heads down, not making eye contact or anything. But this drow does look over and notice you, and then
Can I use like stealth to try to avoid that gaze?
We both.
At least for myself. I can't
I
answer
think
for-
I think you guys got percepted when you were trying to percept.
Damn. Okay.
yeah, and then you'd have disadvantage on that too. So I don't know if you want to waste time rolling. You can.
I mean, if Drax get caught, that's on he. I mean, I got a +5, so I'm hoping. I'm just hoping.
In fact, if any of you want, you can
22.
do with disadvantage.
Yeah, I had a nat 20 otherwise.
He's checking
like,
He's like, I don't trust this bitch. Check the Carfax.
It was 17 and 20, so 22 plus 5.
Damn, yeah, look at that.
Back your own. Dip into the shadows.
So anyone else who wants to roll stealth can, if you're trying to like just kind of avoid notice.
Yeah, I was from the
Could I
jump.
just cast disguise self and look like a drow? Well, not a drow, the
Normal folks.
use the dwarves.
That's a cantrip, or is it a spell
Cantrip.
slot?
I can do it at will.
19 plus 1.
6. I had disadvantage because the armor.
All
I had
right,
now.
just
Ah.
we doing disadvantage.
All your checks, yeah, all your guys' checks are
all 3 of
disadvantage.
us except for him.
Your
He-
armor?
He's hide. I'm a sorcerer. No, I have no proficiencies in any armor.
Oh,
so I
wow,
have
yeah.
disadvantage on a bunch of stuff.
He's just clinging and clanging on the road.
No, it's hide. It's leather.
Again,
Flame.
it's a cantrip. It's at will.
Yeah.
Part of my class.
Yeah.
So the moment I saw them, I like literally saw them. All I did was this and kept my walk. But I look now like one of the
Dorgers.
Dorgers.
And
Thank you.
Drax, you rolled a 5 and a 20.
2 minutes later.
Even if I use my
You know,
saving phase.
when you're in here, if you swipe
Yeah.
to go to your skills,
If you press down and
you can
hold,
actually just hit the little box to
Yeah,
the
that's
right,
what I did.
and it rolls it and adds it for you.
That's what I did.
Oh, okay. You looked like you were just trying to add it again just now.
No,
He didn't believe I know
was
the
praying to the dice lords.
doing
That's what it was doing.
Gotcha, okay.
I was saying even if I do saving faces, it will still wouldn't be enough.
Right.
That's why I was counting.
You look like you were still counting.
That makes
Yes,
sense.
because
That makes sense.
I have abilities that add to my rolls.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So fuck off, bird guy.
Yeah, so.
I did. I
So
disappeared.
really,
She noticed
you had a,
two of them.
what was
It
your,
was just
yeah,
me and
so,
him.
Did he
yeah.
roll? No, you didn't roll. That's
I
right.
got a
Yeah.
I got a 6. I had
So
disadvantage, too.
Harvey and Jim Jar didn't really have any trouble kind of like very slyly making themselves blend in or even look like a different race. However, it's very hard as a hobgoblin and whatever Shu is
When they're Genasi.
with his attendants
Are you-
following him
Yeah.
to not be recognizable. So she definitely, you guys can tell that she recognizes you and kind of gets like what I would describe as just like a little evil smirk on her lips, and then very promptly continues walking the direction she was going. A little more purpose in her step.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
I should have done disguise stuff too.
You had it.
They would have like the Drax.
Bruh.
Okay.
We gotta
Well-
get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, that just happened.
Should we split up and try and meet up at the church? If we split and run
What church? I haven't been to this church. You only
down by
told
the
me about
dock.
the church.
It's the only
Oh.
church down there.
Wait, I thought we were going to the bar.
Yeah.
Bar,
Let's
what-
still
okay.
get in the bar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you
let's-
guys are waiting out. Who's waiting outside?
Me and him.
Okay.
Well,
Because we were still walking up to
Yeah.
this group, so
hey, get the information. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck here.
Okay. So are we splitting up?
Birdmen don't talk.
Well, you guys still wanted to go in, right?
Yeah, I'll go with
You guys go
Okay.
ahead. Now we're keeping watch for you guys.
All right.
So one thing,
Hey,
as you're
Do you
approaching,
know anything about that?
as you're approaching the brewery, there's like a. I want to make sure I'm clear about this. The brewery itself is just like the production facility,
Yeah.
right? But there is a small little like establishment attached to the side of it that does have like a small like common room kind of thing where people can taste the brews and chit chat and stuff. It's not like a typical bar, but there are people in there. So I'm assuming that's where you're going.
Yep.
Okay. So you walk in, and just as you approach the door, the only thing that seems a little out of place is usually you hear lots of conversation taking place in places like this, and there's none. As soon as you walk in, there are 20 Duergar guards kind of spread around the room, and a very thick, menacing Duergar whose armor looks a lot more polished and like this deep obsidian black is sitting at the table in the center with exactly 2 chairs opposite her. She smiles as soon as you walk in, leans back in her stool and kicks her feet up onto the table.
Oh, she's a lady.
Well, please have a seat. I have some information I think would be mutually beneficial.
I'm glad we didn't go in.
Sure.
Is it just a chair?
Yeah.
I'll pull up a seat.
It was 2 chairs.
Why not?
She said 2 chairs.
She said have a seat.
Anyways, you're sitting down?
Sitting down.
Okay.
You trapped, you fools.
She stands up and kind of like has her hand resting on the pommel of a sword attached to her hip in a very casual kind of manner, and is kind of like walking, not like pacing like in a manic way, but just kind of walking back and forth and occasionally looking at each of you as she speaks. There are drow in the city. I'm sure you've seen them, but there is a particular priestess named Ilvara who is camped outside of Gracklestone. She knows and has approached me looking for your whereabouts. Now, I understand there was some sort of altercation with a giant last week, and you've been employed by the Keepers of the Flame on whatever business you have with them. I don't care. What I do care about are drow willingly coming into my city and camping outside of it at the same time. That behavior is not good for me. I intend to be and remain in power as the general of the Deep King's army for many decades. So here's my deal for you. I make sure that you all have a safe, secret way out of my city, which is also something I want to happen soon. I'll let you out. I'll make sure you have secret passage, and there won't be any drow waiting for you. But what I need is information that can likely only be gotten from a dangerous place. I have it on good authority. I feel it in my bones that there are those plotting against the king. I thoroughly suspect
There's people
suspicion.
in his own court that's plotting against him.
By the way, I want to roll for insight while she's talking.
1 second.
Okay.
We'll do that. Well, the Deep King, I believe, as it sounds like you've figured out, has a traitor or traitorers amongst his people. And the only one who I've seen having dealings with them is a particularly small little Darrow, and she says it with like a snarl, like a twist to her lips, disgust. Particularly nasty Darrow named Droki. You bring him to me, you get provisions, you get secret and safe passage out of Gracklestone, and maybe I tell the drow that you went in the other direction.
Give me a moment to confer with my other. Not him. He doesn't count.
They're not in the room, are you?
No.
We're outside.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying a thing. I'm not.
Just let me work here. Let me
Okay.
work. Give me 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Just know that you don't have to accept the offer, but you also aren't worth the time to kill.
As in good faith, he will remain here, sitting here. 5 minutes. I'll come back.
Okay, go. And then she motions to two of the guards who quickly step up and kind of pull out their swords, and like they've got the edges like right there on Harvey's neck.
It will be a glorious death.
You've got 5 minutes.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be another shenanigan by Jay. Glorious at all.
Fuck them all up. Oh wait.
Yeah, walk out.
My insight.
Oh yeah.
Disadvantage, assume. Oh, you did me good last time. Now you fucked me up.
Okay, so you didn't get it good.
I got 8.
You didn't get it.
There's a disturbance of the focus.
There's a bunch of drow in there.
Drow?
Okay.
Who was there?
Some people.
Grey dwarves.
Dwargarves.
If they're not goblin, they all look alike.
They got Harvey at knife point. Bitch in there wants us to work for her. Get the spy that you're looking for. Not bring him to the dragon, but bring it to her.
Well, I don't think the dragon wants that guy. The dragon just wants the egg.
I don't care either way.
So if we get 2.
I have 5 minutes to get our answer and go back in there, or they kill the bird.
Well, it looks like the only way out here is to get through that guy and then get the egg. Either way, we have to do the same thing.
Just say yes,
Sort of.
and if we gotta break the deal, we break the deal and run.
How long have I been out here?
I don't know, like 2 minutes.
Not even. But yeah.
We still got
This is an out loud conversation.
Yeah.
Perception.
You're a dick. What did you get there? Your perception's
that was
3.
12. That's 10.
Your perception's a 3.
Oh, okay.
I would say.
And a nat 20, so
I would
13.
say.
Damn.
What was the first roll?
13.
The 13 and then a 23.
So what's the 13 plus? Like
That's
your-
with
plus.
the. That's with the.
Yeah,
It was a
up to
10.
23.
To,
So
No.
based on what you learned on your observation thingy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that normally would come with advantage, so it's going to cancel out the disadvantage. But I mean, it doesn't matter
Right.
anyways, because so we're going with the 13, the first roll anyway. So You can tell that not necessarily close enough to easily hear, but you can tell that there are anywhere between 5 to 10 within 20 feet of you guys.
Okay, just want to check something really quick.
Take your time. We got 5 minutes.
Message is a cantrip, so I can use that again.
Mind you, Harvey's just sitting there, even though he has knives pointed at his neck, he's pretty calm.
I just went ahead and messaged him in his head and basically let him know that we're surrounded by spies. Be aware. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, thinking about you with the whole betrayal thing, at the end of the day, this guy seems like the key to our just getting the hell out of here. And I don't want to be here any longer than we have to.
Timekeeper.
You should probably go back in now.
Should I?
Yeah. Go.
Alright.
Don't leave the bird, man.
Okay. So you walk back in, and the Captain Erd Blackskull is sitting back at the table with her feet propped up and smiles at you as you walk in. So,
Everyone decided kill the bird. Nah, I'm joking.
Harvey doesn't flinch. He's actually just looking at her,
We'll do
not
it.
breaking eye contact.
Oh, that's intimidation.
He's
We'll
just
do
too
it.
dumb to know his own death.
We'll do it.
wise decision.
But mind I ask a favor.
Sure, you can ask.
You want us to bring you this guy. Do you have any information on?
The only thing is, I would have caught him myself or had my guards catch him ourselves, but he has the devil's luck sometimes in just seeming
Do you know where he frequents?
I'm answering your question. He seems to slip away just as we're about to get him, but he's always seen heading towards Whirlstone tunnels. So I am not going to risk any of my guards going out that way, but if you're brave enough, that might be a good place to try and catch him.
Cool.
She nods to her 2 guards and they pull the swords away from your neck. You can leave.
Can I leave him?
No, take him, please.
To the tunnels.
Harvey stands up, ruffles his feathers, and as he turns around, he goes, "Lucky."
I'm outside. I ain't got nothing to do with
And
that.
then he walks away.
Okay.
So I think
She's supremely confident. She don't give a shit.
shit. That's
Harvey's
good.
not phased either.
But inside he's screaming.
Yeah, right?
Big guy, die. A big woman.
Speaking of, he said the giant wanted us to give us something. Before we do anything, let's stop by the giant, grab whatever he said that they have, and then we start our search. Because the faster we get this done, the faster we get away from these
Well, if the
drops.
Giants are on the way to, what did you say? She said the
No.
look format?
So
Droki?
We're going to.
The tunnels, you said?
that's the same place.
tunnels.
It's the same place where Hugrum said that we could find Droki. So she just
Yeah, I heard the
confirmed it.
same thing at the bar fight, so that's where
Yeah.
we're going, to the tunnels. Hey, are
But-
the Giants on the way there?
They're at the Cairngorm Cavern.
How far is that? Map, boy?
I put up the map that we found. I don't think it had it on.
The
the
map you have is just the Whirlstone tunnels.
So,
Gotcha.
I mean, to the DM.
Yeah, I'd say it's the opposite direction. Like,
So I have a somewhat knowledge since I talked to around. and tried to
Yeah.
find- So it's not far. It's just in the opposite direction, though.
Well, let's do that real quick. If she has something that could help, then we do that. Then we head to tunnels and
Yeah.
whatever it is. I don't know.
Dude, you keep
Okay.
saying she.
Well,
Big man, cry.
I was talking about Drax again. You can't really sleep.
Listen, we don't know besides
Yeah,
Loki.
but-
We don't know how many people are part of this Thieves Guild. So if we have anything that can help us, I know I have nothing to help us see. So if they cut out the lights.
Yeah, so let's-
I'm stuttering just thinking about it. If they cut out the lights, I'm not going to be comfortable.
Okay, well, Harvey, how about you just lead us? Let's go.
All right, then we head out. We go to Carrigan.
okay.
We're gonna follow the bird for the first time.
It's the obviously the opposite direction you'd need to go to get to the Whirlstone tunnels, but it also wasn't very far, maybe 300 or 400 feet. As the entrance to the cavern is just 304 feet on the other side of the Dark Lake Brewery. So once you get there to the entrance, you can see that it's not really as big as you were expecting. It's still large, obviously, for a cavern, but you had expected a cavern full of giants to be much, much larger. You see maybe a dozen giants kind of like tending to like some of their probably what looks like homes that are seamlessly almost like kind of carved into like the natural flow of the cavern wall, so it blends in really well. And you see a larger one kind of standing in the middle, looks like humming or praying with leading like a group of 2 or 3 others. And this giant who seems like is in the lead is just a little bit of a darker like hue of blue on his skin compared to the others. What do you do?
Man, great craftsmanship. Jimjar appreciates rocks.
I say to the guys, I'm like, I wonder if they get paid to do this, work in this small environment. But after I say that, I look to the other one that you just mentioned and go, where Huckram? Huckram where? Where?
Why are you speaking like that?
It's
Undercommon.
Oh God, I'm
I'm
gonna take like
The
a step
humming
to the side
stops,
of him.
and then the giant in the middle, once he turns and faces, you can now recognize that it is Higram. And
Higram. Higram.
And he smiles broadly and gestures for you all to approach. He leans over and quietly says something to the two that he was, kind of in a trance with or whatever. They bow very slightly and then kind of like, disperse and walk away to do whatever. Then he turns to warmly greet you and say, "Ah, yes, welcome. You're on your way out of the city then?"
Oh, I turn to you guys. See, it has to be polite. No.
I just walk up to him. I just walk up to him and I push him out the way. Stop.
Okay.
Enough. That was a beautiful prayer. Hopefully your friend heard.
We are doing everything we can to help the Deep King, and he's going through some tumultuous, I don't even know the right word. It's bad.
We agree. We're actually trying to help the Deep King. He has a couple traitors. Jim Jar could explain it better.
Well, I mean, obviously we're trying to find the dragon egg, but we also found that Droki as probably causing some issues, and they're a coup perhaps against the Deep King. I mean, at least that's what my friends are telling me. So,
Yes, I told this one he came asking about Droki, and I mentioned that the Whirlstone tunnels might be a good place to start.
yeah.
And to make sure he swung by as you all were ready to leave the city so that I could provide a parting gift.
So then, yeah, I guess we are leaving the city. I mean, and we're heading to the Whirlstone tunnels. That being said,
What kind of gifts you got?
By the way, I'm sorry.
he took the words right out of my mouth.
I knew both of you were going there. We're saddened that we had to take your friend's life, but we're glad that he's at peace.
It was the strangest thing. I do greatly, again, appreciate that. I know it was likely difficult, and we certainly didn't want him to die. But he was just tending the stone and then began screaming.
Where is the stone?
Well, the stone around us, we tended all the time. He just started screaming and then clawing at his shoulder,
1 second. Keep going.
and then the second head sprouted, and then he went mad and started attacking us, and then ran, and we chased him, and then
Why stone?
why stone?
I'm not tripping.
Why speak?
We're stone giants.
For a second.
You have a little stone brother with you. They don't understand.
No, they
Stone
don't.
brother.
They don't really talk to the stone. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't practiced talking to the stone, so maybe at some point I might want you to teach me a thing or two, or if you got a scroll for me to learn how to do what you guys do. But yeah, no, I mean, guys, we worship the stone, and we got a lot of stone around here. It's kind of our thing.
No, I speak to you. Like, okay, just to be real quick, I'm gonna just tell you, man. No, I'm wondering, like, what is it? Just that they're worshiping the stone, or is it that they're doing something with the stone for the city? Is what I'm wondering.
No, this is more like a temple or worshiping area for them. This isn't really. It's like
This is their
thing.
church.
I turn to him and I go, praise. Praise stone.
Harvey. He speaks full sentences. He knows the same language you're speaking right now.
We only.
Wait, no, he's speaking full sentences in Undercommon, right? Not common.
Motherfucker, none of us speak undercommon.
Yeah, we
I do now.
I've been speaking it to him in common.
I've been speaking in Undercommon. That's why it's
No, you ain't. You're speaking it
I
gibberish.
don't want us to get bogged down with who can speak what, because then we're gonna have you
Alright.
saying shit to him that
I
he then
say
says
when
to
I
me,
speak it.
and then says to you, and then go. Let's just make this a lot easier. for very important conversations
Jesus Christ.
It was
or
great stuff.
specific creatures that don't necessarily speak the same language as either of you. Let's just keep this rolling.
My roleplay was glorious.
No, it wasn't.
It was. Kudos.
Why are you lying to him?
Because it made me
Because
laugh.
committed.
He was
I
committed.
committed to the
Dude, you gotta
language.
give it to He committed to that phrase.
I almost learned. I almost learned your comic.
Anyone who knows
He
knows.
went full retarded for that one. Exactly.
All right. Okay. So I was just learning that it's for crazy and whatnot. Basically, the reason why we're here, since we're just going into it, is
Didn't we already explain what we're doing here?
Yeah, gifts.
no. Well,
And we already explained to him that we might need some help with the guy.
never mind.
Where have you been this entire time?
Still learning the language.
Little bird, little brain.
I think I got another level of exhaustion just from that.
So he says, okay, well, if you're going to leave, a promise is a promise. I again appreciate that the help you provided, and I'd like to present you with this. And he holds up like this large crystal that seems to like pull in light all around it, but the atmosphere around it is also very dark. Almost like it's sucking in the light and holding on to it, but you don't see anything streaming into it. It's just the impression it gives.
Goddamn, we gotta.
Harvey
And he says,
Harvey takes a step back.
he says, here, this is the stone speaker crystal.
Thank you.
I'll hold my hand out to touch it.
All right. And as you do grab it, it's giving off an extremely like comforting, warm feeling that kind of starts in your hand, holding it, and then travels
right there.
all the way through your body. Oh, hot mic, sorry. Travels all the way through your body and kind of gives you like this calming feeling. This will help you.
It feels weird.
I do have to say, it comes with a warning. Evil,
I'm already holding it.
something evil stirs in the Underdark. The rock itself cries in pain and horror, and a madness creeps from the blackest depths. Pay heed to the signs that are surrounding you. A cave with two faces. Rock devoured, and the land overgrown. The pebble believes itself flesh. The earth rejects its wards, and the tunnels shake in fury. By these portents you shall know of evil's presence, and of evil's face. This is what the stones tell me.
You sure y'all want that motherfucker to hold that stone?
I think we're probably going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
You know I have mage hand, right?